the Baylor Bears from McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. The Bears will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Stanford's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Madden. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
To the air on 1st down. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled there by the defense. Stanford wants to push the pace. Gonna run it. It's Bird. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Fires to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Now this offense will try to take advantage, first and goal after that penalty on the D. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice.
Sneaks it in. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Baylor's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to set up the screen. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. Wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Whitaker. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Bears are marching down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get moving.
Ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Reads it, fires complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this pass.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 40, the 20, then touchdown Stanford. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the ground, it's Whitaker. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Bears will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Handoff from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Just feeds the running back. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's no...
There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to beat him to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Whitaker. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Stanford quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? 3rd and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on third down. Working that left side now. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Gets it out fast. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Back to pass on second down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Bears want to move quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and getting them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Madden. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Stanford wants to push the pace. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Give him 109 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Off the play fake. Floats it out in space. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They just keep firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. The short hands. It's Batista. Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Oh, they're after him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Here's a heat. He's got his man. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Mississippi State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
That's reeled in. It's Batista. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.